Hi, so in video 1150 we made a gravity generator. Now the concept of gravity generators actually is pretty well understood, and there are lots of plans for building some large-scale versions. Essentially it consists of lifting a weight up high, letting it go, using that weight to turn a generator and generating from it. Now you can see that as a gravity battery, you can see that as a gravity generator. It's kind of a grey area really, because it stores the excess energy by pulling something up high. Now the one that we did was just to look at that idea, and there were problems with it. I mean, it kind of didn't work, but it certainly told us an awful lot. One thing is, when that weight is falling, it gives out the energy. The minute the weight stops, the energy stops. So you immediately think, well, hang on a sec, let's put a flywheel on there. A flywheel should even everything out. And of course, we've made a flywheel and we have one kicking around. Now, remember, Luke did the stuff on the transfer of power using rope. So how about we stick in a flywheel, bolt a generator onto that flywheel, connect up a rope and hang a weight on the rope. We should have a much better performing device. So that's the plan, and is exactly what we're going to do.
So this was an absolute breeze to set up. I've got my rim over here, which has basically just been bolted. Here's my generator, which is jury rigged up. And now if I give this a spin, we can have a look what's going on the meter. Right, so let's change it over to volts. Let's stick a rope onto this and hang a weight off the rope.
Okay, so we brought the whole thing upstairs and we've dangled it over the stairwell. We have strapped it down, but we've got a massive weight there hanging over the stairs. What we're going to do is put a rope around here, hang a weight on that, drop it, and we'll see what happens.
Right, everything's set up, so let's test the amps first. 3, 2, 1.
That's awesome! Amps!
0.7 of an amp.
0.7 of an amp! And it's still running, yeah? It's still
0.5 of an amp at the moment.
Jeez,
Crazy.
That is awesome, man. Okay, let's test the volts.
Let's do it. So that result was awesome. So let's test the voltage. 3, 2, 1.
What we got?
1 volt.
Whoa!
That's awesome.
It is! What's it reading now?
0.8 of a volt.
Wow.
And it's dropping slowly.
Well, that flywheel is keeping the momentum of the dropping weight, and mate, yeah, that is, yeah, love it, love it. Okay, guys, that was truly awesome. I mean, a hell of a lot better than the little test we did in the last video where basically everything fell off. This one, as you can see, works really nicely. Now, partly, of course, because the kinetic energy of the falling weight has been taken up by the flywheel, and so it doesn't fall nearly as quickly. It falls in a much more controlled manner, and of course, once the weight hits the floor, that flywheel keeps on turning. So that weight can be seen as a gravity battery. I mean, we put the energy in by bringing it here, we get the energy out by dropping it down. Now, if we had a series of hooks on this rope, then when the flywheel starts to slow down, we put more weight on it, then we can constantly generate. And that's pretty much the principle that gravity generators are all about. And it's pretty much the principle that those gravity storage facilities are working on. Now, it works really well, and it is a little Heath Robinson, but I really think that is an awesome gravity generator stroke gravity battery using a flywheel, using a falling weight. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you very much for watching.